All right, guys, we're back, and I wanted to do a quick post-fight reaction to the fight tonight. Adrien the Problem Broner taking on Blair the Flair Cobbs. First of all, shout out to Blair the Flair Cobbs for getting the win tonight, winning by unanimous decision over a four-division champion, Adrien Broner. You know, a lot of people don't know who Blair Cobbs is, and he made a statement tonight with his win. So, like I said, congratulations to him and his team. Now, some of you guys know I changed who I was rooting for in this fight. I didn't make a prediction for the fight, but I changed who I was rooting for. I switched from Adrien Broner to Blair Cobbs due to that final press conference where Adrien Broner was late to the press conference. Adrien Broner was talking about flipping birds. Adrien Broner was talking about unaliving people, and I just couldn't rock with that. Some of you guys know that. You know, he's a grown man with kids, over the age of 30, of course, and he's talking about street culture and, when he should have been talking about this fight and preparing himself for this fight. And it looked like to me in the ring, he wasn't ready for this guy. Looking at these two guys, they're the same age. And looking at them in the ring lets you know that living the fighter lifestyle is very, very important. I think they're both 34, 33 years old. And Adrien Broner looked tired. Adrien Broner looked old. Adrien Broner looked like he didn't have his legs there. Adrien Broner looked stiff, where Blair the Flair Cobbs looked in tremendous shape. He seemed to have a lot of gas in his tank. And get this, Blair Cobbs has been out of the ring for damn near 2 years, where Adrien Broner has been out less time, I think about a year. So let that sink in for a minute. That lets you know that partying, drinking, eating bad food and doing, the street life stuff, that isn't going to work. That isn't going to work for a fighter. You have to have both feet in the game. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You have to focus on your craft. And Adrien Broner, his whole career, he seems like he's been totally distracted because he wants to be a star. He wanted to be Floyd Mayweather. He wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to, be famous. He wanted to do everything to do with being famous, then focusing on his craft. And it showed tonight. So Blair Cobbs dropping Adrien Broner in the second round with a straight left, knocking out one of his teeth. One of his teeth went flying in the ring, guys. And I knew, it was pretty much over for Adrien Broner. Now, the fight did go the distance, but Adrien Broner pretty much did what he normally does, not letting his hands go. I will say this, we saw shades of him letting his hands go every now and then, but he wasn't throwing combinations. He was throwing that one shot. The punches didn't have any pop on him. He was standing there, trying to walk down Blair Cobbs with the high guard, but he wasn't letting his hands go. So you're walking him down. Blair Cobbs is working behind the jab. He's keeping you on the end of that jab, and he's going to your body. He's going upstairs. He's going downstairs. He's using angles. He's using footwork, and you're just standing there doing what you normally do, what you have been doing since that tough fight with Marcos Maidana. Let me say this: it's probably over for Broner being a big draw, in my opinion. I still think he can be a gatekeeper, but he's done too much damage to himself, and he's just not focused. And I've given him the benefit of the doubt time and time again. I've talked him up. I had people talking, shit to me about, anytime I would give Broner props or, just being optimistic about Adrien Broner. And I think I've had enough of being optimistic about Adrien Broner after that press conference. I knew he wouldn't show up to the fight. I knew he wouldn't give his all. And shout out to Blair the Flair Cobbs. I hope this takes Blair Cobbs to new heights. I hope he can get some big fights because he beat a 4-division champion tonight. Adrien Broner, he's pretty much done. I think he's washed. I think he's washed. But, that does look good on Blair Cobbs' resume. So, once again, congratulations to Blair Cobbs. We'll see what happens next for him. As far as Broner goes, I think those big fight days are over. He it's just not there anymore. And I think he's definitely done too much damage to his body, with the drinking, with the partying, the drugs, the bad food, and it's sad to see. It's sad to see. But anyway, that is my take on it, guys, on the fight tonight. You guys let me know what you think about Adrien Broner. What's next for him? What should be next for Blair Cobbs? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.